P Diddy is going to prison. They found 1,000 bottles of baby oil, and it was enough oil to be registered as a Middle Eastern country that conveniently needs democracy. That is so much baby oil. He doesn't have any babies. If Nick Cannon ordered that, no one would bat an eye. It actually logistically makes sense for Nick Cannon to do that. The items found in the P Diddy raid is for freak-off parties, which just sounds like the dance the Mormon kids would do at prom that I grew up with. But among the items listed in the indictment, it's also mentioned he blew up Kid Cudi's car. Man on the Moon, Kid Cudi's best album, almost became a damn documentary. Jeez. In the lawsuit documents against P Diddy's indictment, it is said he promised people career opportunities, withheld financial support, monitored people's medical records, and even controlled their housing.
Holy shit, he's basically Kamala Harris.
The case against Diddy said he would pressure high-level figures into a lot of acts at these parties. He's basically the diverse Epstein. Sorry, but I had to do that one. The celebrities that have been photographed at Diddy's parties is a bit wild. You have the greatest DJ to live, Paris Hilton, film star Kim Kardashian, the reason behind all of Ben Affleck's stress, J-Lo, and a man with 99... now 100 problems, Jay-Z, even Howard Stern, or as you know him, the only boomer left on radio, movie director Tommy Lee, which that actually makes sense, America's biggest new Christian, Russell Brand, and Wild 'N Out star Nick Cannon. Diddy's legal team should really pin that baby oil on him. It would hold up in court. And even the personification of a skeleton filled with estrogen, Stephen King. I made that last one up, but the last time I saw this many celebrities on a list, it was Epstein's flight log.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Semi-Daily Night Show with Gary TV, your host, Gary.
Tonight's ceremonial first pitch. And please welcome the President of the United States.
We did it, sir.
just making sure you're paying attention.
Your DNA might be in trouble. This is one of the creepiest things to happen on the internet. Every single member of 23andMe's board has just resigned. People submitting DNA to a corporation is just digital Darwinism at this point. The reason for the resignation is there are financial differences, and the CEO, and Wichitink, I don't know if I said that right, wants to take the company back private. The CEO is actually the sister to now unfortunately passed YouTube CEO. You're telling me the CEO of a company owned by Google, which owns the world's data, has a sister that owns the world's DNA? And Google invested in it? Now, you are insanely dumb if you sent your DNA to 23andMe, and you didn't need a DNA test to know that. I would have told you that for free. I could have saved you $100. Aw, it's on sale. You can get a discount from a corporation profiting off of your DNA. I f***ing love it here, dude. Now, the board claims this is over disagreeing on a path forward to fix their financial struggles. The company has done things in the past that most would disagree with, like selling $20 million worth of anonymous data to pharmaceutical companies. That happened. Selling people's data to the pharmaceutical industry, which has a record of a Boeing plane, sounds like something so evil it only exists in a South Park episode. But when you agree to the terms and services, it says it won't sell your data gained from users' content to employers, insurance companies, and third-party marketers. Except users' content is defined as the data the company gathers when you are just on their app, and not the genetic data. It also doesn't say anything about pharmaceutical companies. History repeats itself, especially in your genetic DNA. It quite literally almost always does. So I'm sure there will be another sale on their customers' genetic data, and then you'll be given a discount code for Pfizer this flu season. But if you are a customer of 23andMe, you should know, because...
You guys! You gotta help me! These business casual G-men are trying to kidnap me! What? It's crazy, dude! They're saying it's because I agreed to the latest terms and conditions on iTunes! Why? What did the terms and conditions for the last update say? I don't know! I didn't read them! You didn't read them? Who the hell reads that entire thing every time it pops up?
Zuckerberg announces his political views. He says he's a libertarian, which isn't really even a party.
The Libertarian Party should nominate Trump for President of the United States. Whoa. That's nice. Only if you want to win. Only if you want to win. Maybe you don't want to win. If you want to lose, don't do that. Keep getting your 3% every 4 years.
There's going to be a libertarian mad at that joke once his wife's boyfriend pays for his internet bill. It's hilarious that a lizard who spent all of 2020 censoring people at the direction of the government is now saying he identifies with a party that wants less government. He has hired Republican strategist Brian Baker to help his acceptance with Republicans. That guy is perfect for the job. It's like if Trump and Mitch McConnell had a baby with horrible hair. And the strategist is hired to help with PR. Now, I'm anti-PR. I think PR agencies are leeches. But the overall thoughts that come to mind when you think Mark Zuckerberg isn't Republican defender. It's he uses the sun to warm up his blood and probably eats bugs, like all good lizards do. Zuck isn't the first to do this, though. Silicon Valley, the tech and having horrible out-of-touch opinions hub of the world, has begun announcing more support for Trump recently, which used to be a quicker way to ruin your net worth in the tech world since buying an NFT. People did end up screenshotting those, you dorks. You have people converting to support Trump like entrepreneur David Sachs. The dude's voice so boring, Trump hired him to hypnotize Biden to fall asleep. I'm kidding, but it might not be. David Sachs once said Trump should be jailed, has now even come out in support of Trump. Elon Musk, being one of the largest voices in the tech industry, has also been a leader in the charge for Trump. But Republicans should be skeptical. Yes, support behind whatever candidate you believe should win the presidential race is good. And I'm not anti-Trump. I'm anti-parking officers, wearing slides in the gym, and the country that made croissants. I have no political affiliation and do not care who you vote for. I just care that you like and subscribe. But when tech CEOs who live on Twitter are suddenly changing their stances to join the majority of people on Twitter, it might not be in good faith. Or when the founder of the largest social media platform like Zuck, who once pushed World Health Organization stances on the 2020 illness through his social media, is changing his support rapidly to fall in line with what is seemingly becoming the majority opinion, you should be scared. In a simpler way of putting it, chameleons tend to change colors to blend in with their surroundings.
Kenneth, Mark, give me the Zuck. But you can follow up and tell me what that means, and I'll try my best to do it for you.
New York's mayor might be going to prison. Eric Adams has been indicted for being a vegetarian. I'm kidding, but if I was president, vegans are going straight to the gulag. That's a joke. Don't take this down. They wouldn't last in the gulags.
That the federal government intends to charge me with crimes. These charges will be entirely false, based on lies.
Knowing that the federal government rigs our judicial system, why am I slurring my words, is based. And that is the one thing he's ever said that I agree with. This all started because of his outspoken stance on the migrant situation. It's also alleged that he took money from the Turkish government, not for a hairline transplant, which, if the Turkish government is listening, I will push Turkish propaganda in the payment of a hair transplant or your coffee. My hairline has receded, like most Americans' credit line, over the last 4 years. He's also accused of abusing some of his powers. The fire department had fire code concerns for a Turkish building, and Mayor Adams pushed the fire department to allow it. And of course, they listened. They wear shorts with their uniforms. I'm kidding. It's just always funny to me that they do that. Turkey isn't the only country that have made some shady business deals with Mayor Adams. Israel, Qatar, China, South Korea, and even Uzbekistan. What the f*** does Uzbekistan have to offer? Have all been named in the allegations. The charges are for wire fraud, bribery, and illegal campaign contributions. All that money, and New York is still trash. Foreign governments couldn't illegally pay me to visit that city. The city that's literally famous for having mutants in their sewers. The reason some believe he is being targeted was this clip.
I don't see an end to this. This issue will destroy New York City. We're getting 10,000 migrants a month.
Which is a weird flip-flop. New York has always been a hub for migration. My great-grandparents came through Ellis Island, and if it weren't for that, my Yugoslavian ass would be wearing an Adidas tracksuit right now. And I'm not here to debate immigration because, well, I have no jokes written for that. But I don't expect a mayor of New York to have a clean past. It's like expecting Bernie Sanders to actually do something in his career other than complain about CEOs, yet selling his book through those CEOs' businesses. But it's not looking good for Mayor Adams. I will miss him though. He was always helping us clean up our homes.
Jury box of this nature, maybe a simple jury box, but if you look through it closely, you don't know what your child may be hiding. For instance,
with this investigation, Mayor Adams has even had his phone seized by the FBI. And it doesn't sound like things could get worse for Mayor Adams. Hold up. We have just gotten word. It has gotten much worse for Mayor Adams.
It's getting the key to the city from the bad boy of politics. Give your hand together to Sean P Diddy Combs, our brother. Give it up for him. Show him some love.